Nigerian Navy education in Nigeria. List for us some of your biggest achievements so far that, you know, the school has been able to record.
We can just mention a few.
I know. I mean, 50 years is a long time.
Because now, if you look at it in general, like this is the first school. Like the school we're representing is the first school in the Nigerian Navy. Now, if you go to society, we have generals, we have big politicians, or we have all the cluster of politicians. We have people that pass out from that school. And as he rightly says, the standards is not the standard of the school. I don't think that you have any private school around that can give you the standard. And as I rightly said, the school piece is almost as they gave them free education. Because most of the students that we collect, the teachers we collect, we use it to maintain some small maintenance in the school. It's not that maybe they are benefiting. That's why they call it welfare school.
Amazing.
It's welfare school for personnel. But right since we have the host community and other paramilitary, the Navy make it okay, everybody can enjoy that privilege. So the school have graduated many high profile personnel. We have generals, we have high politicians in the society
who have contributed to the national development.
Yes, development, exactly.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So talk to us about standards. I mean, most definitely you would expect that the high standards that the forces maintain, you would expect to see some of this in the children, you know, within that school environment. So talk to us about some of the standards that have been upheld, you know, all this time.
Yes, you can observe it even from their performance. Let's say all exam, both external exam and not only exam, because sometimes they say the examination is not a true test of knowledge.
Indeed.
But practical aspects, you definitely see change. You see difference. Anyway, they say, okay, this one is from Navy school, and this one is from other. You see the difference.
Amazing.
We used to observe that.
Amazing.
Even university admissions, we go to NDA, all this other, you see difference. You see how our children, most of them that will graduate, you see 90% or 90-something%, they have gotten either school or whatever they see.
Amazing. Mr. Chairman, I'm going to come to you now because he's blowing the trumpet of the school.
Yeah.
But you are the one who, you know, directly interact with the child, you know, who comes back home from the school. And then, of course, with interaction with other parents, you would also have heard one or two things. What are the standards, you know, when you look at the Nigerian Navy and what they stand for? Is there really any difference in terms of standard with, you know, what you see in children, you know, who are, you know, children of the school or students of the school? Do you really see?
Not much difference, I'll say. Okay, let me give you an instance. The best graduating students from the University of Ilorin, I don't know the department now, but I think it's one of their engineering departments, is from the Nigerian Navy School.
Amazing.
You understand? She finished from Nigerian NNSS Ogbomosho. You understand? So that is the kind of standard the Nigerian Navy puts in their children, because they call them their children. Either you are a civilian, you are a son or daughter of a civilian or personnel, all of them, they bring them together, they call them their children, and they cater for them the same way. So the standard is always there. You know they are coming from a very good background, well prepared, right from their KG, nursery, right from their pre-nursery, KG, nursery, to their primary, then moving on to the secondary classes.
Indeed.
So they maintain
That standard is
That
there, you
standard.
see it.
That
So
is
it's
where
not,
you see, yeah.
when you see the children, the way they behave is not different
Yes.
from what the Navy preaches. You were going to say something?
And the discipline is always there.
All right. Okay, so 50 years. Are you celebrating anything? Are you commemorating? What's going on? I mean,
Yes.
it's big. It's a big activity that should be celebrated. So this thing I talked to was what's happening. Me, I will come. Well, I'll come and interact. I mean,
we have a week-long program
okay.
starting on Friday.
Okay.
So we'll be starting with a Jumat service on the 19th, which is this Friday.
Okay.
On Saturday, we'll be having a community service
Okay.
to our immediate community. And on Sunday, it will be an interdenominational service in a cathedral church in the barracks. That is the Obisheson barracks. And on Monday, we'll be marching to the base, Western Naval Command, and the Nigerian Navy ship Beecroft. So we'll be marching there. So then we have some other programs.
So it's a big display. Please talk to us. Please give me invitation. See me, I don't have shame. I mean, my shame has been taken away. I must. You know, before we started, I was talking about how that as a child. I mean, it was Army Day though. It wasn't Navy.
Yes.
I went to do the exam. See me now, feeling very cool. And then I just found that.
No, like I told you.
Yes.
That has changed a lot.
So that actually brings me to my question, which really is, what is the mode of admission? It's
through entrance examination.
Okay.
Into secondary school.
Okay.
And if you are coming into the primary schools also, if you are not coming from pre-nursery, if you are coming into our classes, there is usually an entrance examination.
Oh, of course, but I wrote there. So, head teacher, please talk to us. Talk to us. So, I came from another Nigerian primary school, post-civilian, right? It's a Nigerian primary school. And then, of course, common entrance, we did the examination. We were very excited. Me and my friends, we had, but all of a sudden, we didn't hear back. We didn't hear anything. It was just radio silence. So, I want you to answer this question for me. What could have happened, because at that time my mom just felt that, okay, maybe because, it's possible the opening to be limited more to, officers' children than, but, likely scenario.
Yes, as I rightly said, the Navy schools were offering for personnel as a welfare schools. So definitely it will be a thing of percentage or let me say as a vacants. Okay, they will say they will give personnel, definitely they will be having priority. Personnel will have more priority than the civilian. But it's thing of percentage and performance.
Okay.
Because when they give the personnel children, then the civilian too, they will look at based on performance. Because it's the vacancy that we have.
Indeed.
Okay, maybe we are admitting 100. The personnel will get definitely like 60%.
Well, naturally.
Naturally, yes. Then other civilians, they will have 40%. So it's based on performance now. We'll look at, then we'll grade it and give it to those deserving candidates.
Me, I know I'm very intelligent.
Like Rabiu said, because I don't want you to feel like I am blowing my trumpet, No,
of course not.
My daughter got admission even before I became P.T.A. chairman.
Okay.
So it was not
based on my
position, you understand? So
I have always known that naturally when it comes to force school and force things is based on excellence. But again, so there's this mentality we have that the human factor would always be a part of it. Having grown up, I've come to understand that first priority must go to the families of the force members, of course, before any other thing. So this is just me, putting, just on a lighter note, but of course, it's also to educate people at home that it's not favoritism here, of course, it's based off of available slots.
The first Bedo I worked with, that's the base education commander, he's now a captain, Captain Dalatu, will tell you, when we're discussing this, he will say, in the Nigerian Navy, it is always, what's it called?
Based on merit.
It is always merit first, before any other thing.
But the recruitment, whatever you do in the Navy is based on merit.
Based on merit. And if you go through the admission in the past 4 or 5 years, it's always been almost all the children, except as a parent, you don't want your child to proceed to the secondary school.
Okay, amazing, quite amazing. I mean, we're talking just now about some activities lined up for the commemoration of this Golden Jubilee, and you said Lieutenant had some activities.
Starting from on 19, which is Jumat service of Jumat prayer. Then on Saturday, that is 28th, we have the community outreach, which will do pre-medical checkup and sanitation around the host community.
Amazing.
That is, Then on Sunday, we have Sunday service. Then Monday, we have March Fast. Western Naval Command and the Nigerian Navy Ship Beecroft to go and reach our leaders that work day to day to ensure that the school is still running. Then on Tuesday, we have sporting activities, that we have games. We invite schools, our neighboring schools and our sister schools to come and participate. Then on 24th, which is Wednesday, we have the intellectual activities, that is quiz competition and spelling bee and other intellectual activities. Then while on Thursday, which is 25th, we have the Alumni Day.
Oh wow! So you see,
to ensure reunion. The past students, they will come, and our children will still be there. They will tell them experience and orientation and kind of career day. Some of them, they will tell you, okay, I'm a lawyer, this, I finished from this school. So the children will have this and okay, I want to become a lawyer. So that is the system plan. Then the last day, which is the 26th, that we have the grand finale, that we invite senior officers, the royal, the community, host communities. Then we have the parents too. Everybody is there, the media, we invite everybody to come, so that at least we thank God for the final thing that we have for 50 years. 50 years is not a...
No, she said it.
I mean, as I told you, we have generals now. We have generals.
We have generals.
Amazing.
So 50 years is not... Like we have that 50 years, we are not.
And for me particularly, I like the fact that the children have the opportunity to interact with alumni members. So, I mean, just looking at the different dignitaries who are going to be there, they are seeing their future right in front of them. You can be anything, you want to be. That's really amazing. So wonderful. And again, I'm really very glad that you said the media will be there too. So, I can just come under the umbrella of the media. Because this event, I will be there. If I didn't have the opportunity to attend as a student, again, I'll have the opportunity, to
if you have children, you can still bring them.
Amazing.
True. And now it's not only within stuff, we have primary, secondary. The secondary now, we have secondary school, normal secondary school and military school.
How is that?
Yes.
Please explain.
Okay. We have secondary school that, this one is secondary school. When you finish, you just finish at normal secondary school that we do. So this one now, we have military school, that when you finish, we'll be giving military training. After you pass out, then you are still part of the Navy. You'll be collecting salary, everything. So now you'll be doing to decide after 5 years either to continue with the Navy
naval officer,
or or you join the civil society.
Amazing.
Yes.
I like that. I mean, so for some people they think that because I went through Navy school, it's compulsory that I become.
No.
So
that's why now we have secondary school and military school. So the military school you go undergo to military training. But after you pass out, you still be part of Navy until after 5 years. If you don't want to continue with Navy, then you go to university, because that 5 years you are giving this to go to universities. So
amazing.
to change the choice of it. But if you want to continue with Navy, then that means you continue with Navy.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. This is so beautiful. P.T.A. chairman, sir, let me come to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Parents, community, and the forces. Talk to us about the relationship that, you know, because I'm sure that there are civilian parents, of course. Talk to us about the relationship between parents who are not necessarily personnel, right? What's that relationship like, and how has, you know, that benefited the school and the children and even the Navy itself?
It's always been cordial, right? You know, like I always tell people, before, when we were younger, we see the military like a masquerade. Let me put it that way. Growing up, you know, because of our distance, right? But when you move closer, you discover that, so gentlemen, they are among these people, self. You understand? So the relationship has been very cordial, right? Both the civilian parents, military parents, personnel working around the school, we've been one unit, one family. Amazing. So it's been very good.
So how does that impact the school and the military? How does that what's the word now? How does that bless? Let me use that word loosely, but how does that, you know, positively impact on, you know, the military, the Navy? Yes.
Yeah, you know, where there is cooperation, there will always be progress, right? I think that's bring more progress to the educational system of the Nigerian Navy, of the primary schools.
Amazing.
So it's been very, like I said, it's been very cordial.
I'm really just excited. I mean, I'm all smiles here because a lot of times civilians would view force personnel with caution because they feel like, don't go there. This will
that was why I said,
don't go there.
We always see them as going to even move closer to them. You know?
But I mean, with the school, it affords the opportunity to basically interact and see the human face of the officers, you know, and then, you know, just
there have been no time, even when there is, you know, when you are coming into our school, you have to pass through gates. You understand? So anytime we have, at times when we have new hands, you know, there will always be formation change and what have you. So there had never been any time. If a parent should say, I'm going to so, and you will be well vetted at the gate, you will be allowed
Amazing.
in.
Listen,
I believe it's lack of understanding. Because military,
I mean, you see the uniform, you see the serious face.
Military has the most disciplined. Let me just say that I should not say I'm biased. You are the most disciplined profession.
Okay.
Because if I tell my distant soldiers, okay, remain here, he will be here. If I say don't do this, he will not do it. So it's lack of understanding that people are military, are rude. No, it's not like that. Most of them, they work by order and this. So when there is no, if there is cordial relationship, you see, like chairman now, he entered where they respect him. You feel like he's feeling like he's on uniform. So that means if there's that relationship, you feel like you have. So it's just lack of understanding. I believe in that. I'm
really excited, you know, just to know that, I mean, even though they look very serious, sometimes you look at the face and you're like, no.
No, there's always that.
But just to know that there's a heart beating behind that face, and this heart, you know, would serve. You know, it's really just
and,
so
you
amazing.
Know, at times, I always tell our people, right, it's like, okay, when we're coming here now, how would you feel if we just barge on you? This is a civilian.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be scared first, and then I'll be like,
so,
what's going on? Yes.
For me to come here, I want to teach you your job. You understand?
It's
so we should always have. It's not even only about the military. Anywhere we find ourselves, we should always try to abide by their protocol there.
Respect is
respect is the word.
Yes.
So just get there, because I always tell him or any of the senior officers I meet that when they come, when they say, don't you know him, he's the chairman, I will say, no. Let them do their job, because if I should just barge in, you understand?
It creates room for
exactly. Yeah. So it's always
amazing.
Been like that.
I'm excited. I'm really just so excited to see that this beautiful relationship exists. Now, even as we wrap up this conversation, head teacher / commanding lieutenant, the lieutenant commander.
Commanding officer is a lieutenant commander.
Yes. As we wrap up this beautiful conversation and also looking at 15 years, what would be your word of advice to Nigeria as a whole, citizens, schools, whatever? What would be your final advice, especially in the face of the fact that there's so much insecurity, going on right now? What would be your advice, especially to school administrators, how they can keep their children safe and within, school without having, to shut down? What would be your advice?
Okay. I will advise the Nigeria in general that this issue of insecurity is not something that, as we all know, is injury to one is injury to all.
Indeed.
Because if you look at it, issue of insecurity mostly is caused by all this issue of drugs abuse and all these social vice. So if we can be able to control our children, all these things will not come off.
Indeed.
If you are able to control our children, advise them, because it's not everything that we do in schools. Because they say charity begins at home.
Sure.
Yes, charity begins at home. So if you can be able from home, you teach your children a good character, good conduct. That is what they will display outside.
True.
The school will do, let me say, 50% or 40%. Almost 60% is from the home. So that to ease even our own profession, to ease our distance. So at least the parent should ensure that they give their children good training, good discipline before coming to schools. Because honestly, we are finding it very difficult now. It's not like before. You see children, and the parents that we have now, some of them, that you see parents now, if they say your child did this, they will be complaining. They are pampering them to the extent that the children, they are spoiling the children. Yes. So although we don't have such cases, but most of the schools, it's a military school. You can't come with this thing. We have that discipline. We have standard.
Yes.
If you cannot abide by it, we cannot condone it. So, but some schools outside, we used to hear stories. We used to hear stories. Honestly.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant. Thank you so much. Chairman, sir, your final thoughts, your final word of advice to society at large, and then, of course, school administrators also, in the light of what's going on in the country.
Yeah, I will start from the home front. Right? Like you said. Every education starts from the home.
Indeed.
We as a parent, don't let us shift our responsibilities to the schools in terms of informal education. It is first informal education before formal education.
Indeed.
Let us do our best to prep our children for the outside world, because it's changing every day. And we should not forget, ironically, most of our parents that raised us, they are not as literate as we are today. They are not exposed to technology as we have today. But look at them. Look at what they shone out.
Problem for us.
You understand? Look at what they shone out.
Yeah,
Look at
true.
us.
True.
Look at some of us.
True.
But we should ask ourselves that questions.
Okay.
Those tangible questions.
Charity
Is this how
begins
I
at
was
home.
raised?
Indeed.
Will my parent be proud of my children?
Indeed. Thank you so much, Chairman, sir.
You're
Charity
welcome.
indeed begins at home. You have a role as a parent, and even while we are saying that 50 years is more than a celebration of time, it is a celebration of impact, growth, excellence, and the future. You as a parent, you also have a role to play in the life of your child, so you don't dump your responsibility on the parent or on the teachers in school. Play your part, and then in society, we would have a beautiful society that we can be proud of. So while the school does its bit, you have to do your own bit. Of course, our sincere appreciation to our guest this morning. We have Lieutenant Commander S. Rabiu, who is the head teacher at Nigerian Navy Primary School, Lagos. And of course, we also have Oluwasegun Kelani, who is the chairman, Parents Teacher Association, also helping us understand that there's a beautiful relationship that can exist between the forces and the civilian if mutual respect is present. And so on that note, we say thank you so much. Congratulations again,
Thank
and
you
we will
very
come
much.
and eat rice. And
You're most welcome.
you will be a
You're
part of
always welcome.
indeed, a part of your activity. But of course, this is where we draw the curtain on the morning show today, the Tuesday edition of the morning show. I am Precious Obaze. Thank you so much for allowing us into your world with our beautiful conversations today. Bye-bye.